Hello, hello, and welcome back to my reading of the Player's Handbook, 5th edition. Today we'll be doing the Dragonborn. Yay! Honestly, because I think they're probably the coolest, but that's because I'm obsessed with dragons, and it makes me sad that in D&D we decide to kill them instead. Rude. So, that starts off on page 32, Dragonborn. Her father stood on the first of the 3 stairs that led down from the portal unmoving. The scales of his face had grown paler around the edges, but clanless Mehen still looked as if he could wrestle down a dire bear himself. His familiar, well-worn armor was gone, replaced by violet-tinted scale armor with bright silvery tracings. There was a blazon on his arm as well, the mark of some foreign house. The sword at his back was the same, though the one that he had carried since even before he had found the twins left in swaddling at the gates of Erin Vehem. For all her life, Freda had known that reading her father's face was a skill she'd been fortunate to learn. A human who couldn't spot the shift of her eyes, or Helavar's, would certainly see only indifference of a dragon in clanless Menen's face. But the shift of scales, the arch of the ridge, the set of his eyes, the gape of his teeth, her father's face spoke volumes. But every scale of it this time seemed completely still, the indifference of a dragon, even to Frade. Aaron M. Evans, the adversary. Born of dragons, as their name proclaims, the Dragonborn walk proudly through a world that greets them with fearful incomprehension. Shaped by draconic gods or the dragons themselves, Dragonborn originally hatched from dragon eggs as a unique race, combining the best attributes of dragons and humanoids. Some Dragonborn are faithful servants to true dragons. Others form the ranks of soldiers in great wars, and still others find themselves adrift, with no clear calling in life. Proud dragonkin. Dragonborn look very much like dragons standing erect in humanoid form, though they lack wings or a tail. The first Dragonborn had scales of vibrant hues matching the colors of their dragon king, but generations of interbreeding have created a more uniform appearance. Their small, fine scales are usually brass or bronze in color, sometimes ranging to scarlet, rust, gold, or copper green. They are tall and strongly built, often standing close to 6.5 feet tall and weighing 300 pounds or more. Their hands and feet are strong, talon-like claws with 3 fingers and a thumb on each hand. The blood of a particular type of dragon runs very strong through some Dragonborn clans. These Dragonborn often boast scales that more closely match those of their dragon ancestor, bright red, green, blue, or white, lustrous black, or gleaming metallic gold, silver, brass, copper, or bronze. Self-sufficient clans. To any Dragonborn, the clan is more important than life itself. Dragonborn owe their devotion and respect to their clan above all else, even the gods. Each Dragonborn's conduct reflects on the honor of his or her clan, and bringing dishonor to the clan can result in expulsion or exile. Each Dragonborn knows his or her station and duties within the clan, and honor demands maintaining the bond of that position. A continual drive for self-improvement reflects the self-sufficiency of the race as a whole. Dragonborn value skill and excellence in all endeavors. They hate to fail, and they push themselves to extreme efforts before they give up on something. A Dragonborn holds mastery of a particular skill as a lifetime goal. Members of other races who share the same commitment find it easy to earn the respect of a Dragonborn. Though all Dragonborn strive to be self-sufficient, they recognize that help is sometimes needed in difficult situations. But the best source for such help is the clan, and when the clan needs help, it turns to another Dragonborn clan before seeking aid from other races, or even from the gods. Dragonborn names. Let's hope I don't butcher this too bad. Dragonborn have personal names given at birth, but they put their clan names first as a mark of honor. A childhood name or nickname is often used among clutchmates as a descriptive term or a term of endearment. The name might recall an event or center on a habit. Male names. Arjahan, Balazar, Rashra, Daner, Gish, Heshkan, Kriv, Medrash, Mehan, Nedar, Pandij, Patron, Rogar, Shamash, Shidin, Tarhun, Torin. Female names. Akra, Birir, Dar, Farde, Haran, Havaler, Ajiri, Kava, Korin, Nisan, Nala, Pera, Rayan, Sora, Surina, Thava, Aduj, Uadich? Uadit. Sorry. The expert on that other side. Uncommon races. The Dragonborn and the rest of the races in this chapter are uncommon. They don't exist in every world of D&D, and even when they are found, they are less widespread than dwarves, elves, halflings, and humans. I don't like them, obviously. The cosmopolitan cities of D&D multiverse, most people hardly look twice at members of even the most exotic races, but in the small towns and villages that dot the countryside are different. The common folk aren't accustomed to seeing members of these races, and they react accordingly. Dragonborn. It's easy to assume that Dragonborn is a monster, especially if his or her scales betray a chromatic heritage. Unless the Dragonborn starts breathing fire and causing destruction, though, people are likely to respond with caution rather than outright fear. Gnome. Gnomes don't look like a threat and can quickly disarm suspicion with good humor. The common folk are often curious about gnomes, likely never having seen one before, but they are rarely hostile or fearful. Half-elf. Although many people have never seen a half-elf, virtually everyone knows they exist. A half-elf's strange arrival is followed by gossip behind the half-elf's back and often stolen glances across the common room, rather than any confrontation or open curiosity. Half-orc. It's usually safe to assume that a half-orc is belligerent and quick to anger, so people watch themselves around an unfamiliar half-orc. Shopkeepers might surreptitiously hide valuable or fragile goods when half-orc comes in, and people slowly clear out of a tavern, assuming a fight will break out soon. Tiefling. Half-orcs are greeted with a practical caution, but tieflings are the subject of supernatural fear. The evil of their heritage is plainly visible in their features, and as far as most people are concerned, a tiefling could very well be a devil straight from the nine hells. People might make warding signs as a tiefling approaches, cross the street to avoid passing near, or bar shop doors before a tiefling can enter. Racists. Going to the next page on 34, it starts off back at names for childhood names. Climber, Earbender, Leaper, Pious, Shieldbiter, Zealous. Clan names. I am so sorry. This is not going to be accurate. Clithtin Tilanor, Dardendryan, Delmirev, Drachi Dandayan, Fenkenka Braden, Kepishkik Mulik, Kirelon, Kimbatul, Rin Zaka Sendalor, Mastan, Nemonos, Norizus, Ofinshatalazar, Prishal Jandalen, Shetenden Delis, Turnos, Verish Alsu Gerish, Yarjit. I'm sorry. Dragonborn traits. Your draconic heritage manifests in a variety of traits you share with other Dragonborn. Ability score increase. Your strength score increases by 2, and your charisma score increases by 1. Age. Young Dragonborn grow quickly. They walk hours after hatchling, attain the size and development of a 10-year-old human by the age of 3, and reach adulthood by the age of 15. They live to be around 80. Alignment. Dragonborn tend to extremes, making a conscious choice for one side or the other in the cosmic war between good and evil, represented by Bahamut and Tiamat, respectively. Most Dragonborn are good, but those who side with Tiamat can be terrible villains. Size. Dragonborn are taller and heavier than humans, standing well over 6 feet tall and averaging almost 250 pounds. Your size is medium. Speed. Your base walking speed is 30 feet. Draconic ancestry. You have a damage type depending on what kind of dragon you come from. You have a breath weapon that comes with that color. If you are of black dragon heritage, you receive acid damage. Your breath weapon is 5 by 30 foot line and requires a dex save. Blue, lightning, 5 by 30 foot, dex save. Brass, fire, 5 by 30 foot line, dex save. Bronze, lightning, 5 by 30 foot line, dex save. Copper, acid, 5 by 30 foot line, dex save. Gold, fire, 15 foot cone, dex save. Green, poison, 15 foot cone, con save. Red, fire, 15 foot cone, dex save. Silver, cold, 15 foot cold, con save. White, cold, 15 foot cone, con save. Draconic ancestry. You have draconic ancestry. Choose one type of dragon from the draconic ancestry table. Your breath weapon and damage resistance are determined by the dragon type shown on this table. Breath weapon. You can use your action to exhale destructive energy. Your draconic ancestry determines the size, shape, and damage type of the exhalation. When you use your breath weapon, each creature in the area of exhalation must make a saving throw. The type is determined by your draconic ancestry. The DC for this saving throw equals 8 plus your constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. A creature takes 2d6 on a failed save and half as much damage on a successful one. The damage increases to 3d6 at the 6th level, 4d6 at the 11th level, and 5d6 at the 16th level. After you use your breath weapon, you cannot use it again until you complete a short or long rest. Damage resistance. You have resistance to the damage type associated with your draconic ancestry. Languages. You can speak, read, and write Common and Draconic. Draconic is thought to be one of the oldest languages and is often used in the study of magic. The language sounds harsh to most other creatures and includes numerous hard consonants and syllables, as we discovered with my butchering of the names. Hope you enjoyed this video and got to follow along even though I mess it up a lot. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy, and I hope this is helping. Have yourself a great session.